Okay, so if any of you are asking, I'm wearing red because I'm an Arsenal fan and I do not have an Arsenal top.
No one cares.
Ironically, you saying the club is throwing you under the bus, but you kind of threw the club under the bus.
Feeling cold, though my body's warm. Don't really know what is going on. I get these thoughts that I've never known. I get these thoughts when I'm all alone. Now I wake up.
Hello everybody, I am Cannula Tones. This might be intriguing, maybe surprised that I'm reacting to a sports thing, but I have reacted to something sports related before. It was more football banter with friends. I'll put it right here in the, I don't know what you call it. Let's focus on Mo Salah. He has vented out his frustrations, letting the people know that he's not very happy with not being picked as of late in the past few games. He's essentially done and he's letting the club manager know it's not looking good for Liverpool.
The club promised me in the summer for a lot of promises and nothing. So far I'm in the bench 3 games.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
He has had a plummet in his form as of late, Mo Salah, right? And because of that, now the fans are kind of divided. They know that this is a club legend. One half feels like their legend is being disrespected. And then the other half actually accept with us that he had a plummet in form. He hasn't been doing very well. We have all been seeing it front and center. So that's just straight fact. That's the thing. You can look at it in both ways. They're not respecting a club legend, but at the same time, he's not playing. He hasn't been playing properly. Let's be honest, people. Each time Mo Salah has contributed, has played, has started for Liverpool, they haven't won. I feel like personally that's why Onslaught put him in the bench as of late, so that he can also, fight for his position back and be like, you know what? Actually, my position, excuse me. My position is in trouble, so let me also train more, let me get back in form so that I can come back. I would much rather be a super sub than to actually force myself to start, even though I know that I'm not doing very well. We react to what Jimmy Carragher and, well, the rest of the CBS squad was going to say.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so let's talk about this situation at Liverpool, because it's been a major talking point in football for weeks now. On Saturday, it got significantly worse after the 3-3 draw with Leeds, when the star striker Mo Salah, who'd been benched for the last 3 games, gave an explosive interview in which he accused the club of throwing him under the bus and talked about his lack of relationship with the manager. Jamie, you addressed Mo Salah's interview when you were on British TV. You called it disgraceful. You said it was a very calculated move and it was aimed at doing the maximum damage. Since you said all of that, which was only last night, Mo Salah posted on social and posted this. It might not surprise you that Jamie also got in the comments. I don't know if we've got a shot of that as well, but I believe your reply to this went something along the lines of, "I've never wanted Liverpool to win a game of football more. Come on, you mighty Reds."
Yeah. Why are you being petty, Jamie? What's wrong? Why are you getting involved in this?
I wasn't replying to that, by the way. I replied to somebody else's post.
Okay.
The people
Apologies.
I work for on British TV.
Right.
What can you clarify your comments? What do you mean by that?
I am really desperate for Liverpool to win today. For the manager, I'm the same as Mo Salah. I've got no relationship with the manager. I don't know him that well. But I think what happened there and how he spoke about the manager, I'm desperate for him to win tonight, just for him. And then also the supporters who've gone over there who are not Mo Salah fans, they're not Jamie Carragher fans, they support Liverpool. Whoever the manager is, whoever the supporter is, they support the club. And I just want them all to win because, as I said, there's been a lot of focus, understandably so, in the last couple of days on Mo Salah's comments, but, the manager's got to answer questions in the press conference constantly. Alisson Becker, who showed great leadership, I think last night as well, in the press conference, he was getting asked about his mate, Mo Salah, obviously, in his comments, but he wants to defend him and also defend the club and the manager as well. So it was not an easy position for him. So yeah, I'm desperate for them, to get the result tonight. Yeah, and obviously I had me say on it last night. I don't want to revisit that, but I was a little bit frustrated when I saw that post today.
What's wrong with it?
He doesn't mention Liverpool tonight playing in the game.
take what Jamie is saying right here. What is happening right now is that the main focus is the drama that's happening between the player and the manager. And that's just unfortunate. That's very terrible for a club, for something like that to happen to a club. I don't really know how they're going to bounce back from this. This is very bad. In the PR aspect, everything. I mean, for the fact that we're talking about it right now, it kind of speaks volumes about what's happening in the club. For it to be the biggest news in professional football, it is insane to see something like this happen, you know, live.
It's PSV. So if you put a comment like, good luck to the lads tonight, he may not have meant it, I don't know. But Liverpool have got a huge game tonight, and he puts out a social media post like that, which he hasn't posted for the last 6 weeks, so I'm told. I don't follow Mo Salah for obvious reasons. But in the last 6 weeks...
Did he remove you as a follower?
Probably. But in the last 6 weeks, Liverpool have been going through one of the worst runs they've had since the 1950s. He hasn't posted then and come out and support for the manager or the club or the team or give any sort of hope going forward for his supporters. He does it this morning about himself.
Do you have an opinion either side of this?
Yeah, I do. Look, nobody is talking about what Mo Salah has achieved in the game. We're talking about a moment in time that I think he got wrong. You do not talk about your personal situation openly when your team is struggling. You do it in a dressing room. I've done it. I went to the dressing room and smashed everything in. I went to the office of the boss and complained about stuff. I went also, let me share that one with you, when I was at Barcelona, I went away with the team, they put me in the stand. Did you hear me talking about it? No. There is a team, you need to protect your team at all costs, all the time. Now, freedom of speech, I can understand that you want to speak, I can understand the frustration. I don't understand the how and the when. That doesn't make any sense to me. That was wrong. And when people talk about relationship, the only relationship a coach wants to have with a player is him to perform. If you're not performing, then your position is in danger. It's not a due to have a position, especially at a club like Liverpool. It's not about that. He is, after saying that, an outstanding player that has nothing to do with what he has achieved at Liverpool. But that was wrong.
Can I ask you a little, Tia?
Wise words from the man Thierry Henry. He couldn't have said it any better. I mean, honestly, that was absolutely unprofessional. A very bad PR decision, very bad move as a player. Just broke trust. I mean, personally, look at me. As an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't want to see Salah in the Emirates locker room. No, never. After that, forget it. Why would I want him there? Because he's going to ruin with his morale, with how he handles things, instead of him handling it professionally, properly, like speaking at the back. So at like, yo, so many cameras do not see you. You ought to speak privately and actually fix the situation.
He's a superstar, isn't he? So you've been there. You've all got big egos, haven't you? Mm-hmm. And the situation when he come out, I understood him on one point, but I don't agree with him putting himself before the team. And I said that a couple of days ago. But you've been in that position where you've been the main man. What is that like then to be dropped?
Well, I just told you. I tell you, we were playing Villarreal away. I'm on the bus, I'm traveling, and I haven't been playing so much with Barcelona at that particular moment. We won the treble the year before, but I wasn't performing. So if you're not performing, you put yourself in a situation when you leave the door open for someone to be in. I traveled. We arrived at the stadium. I'm in the stand. Why am I going to make a fuss about it? Am I going to make it about myself? Am I going to talk to the press after? I've achieved stuff in the game. But team first. If I had to say something, and by the way, I said it to Pep, what I thought about what was happening, but not publicly. This is when I think he was wrong, and it has nothing to do again with what he has achieved. I repeat, I love Mo Salah. I love what he has done in the game. That's a different topic. There, that's not how you go about stuff.
If you was in the dressing room, go on.
What bit do you understand of it?
But his frustration, all what he's done. Him not coming on in games and...
But what game should he have come on in?
I would have put him on against Leeds.
When?
When he needed another goal.
When did he need
Leeds were in the game, there was putting pressure, and at times they could have been exposed on the counter-attack. You know Mo Salah, you know his record from previous years. He can get you a goal. Yes, his form's not been great.
Okay,
but I understand his frustration. Go on.
Winning 2-0. Okay, Leeds come back to 2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ball's in play for about 3 minutes before Liverpool score to make it 3-2. So the only time you could criticise Arne Slot...
I'm not criticising Arne Slot. I'm not.
Well, you're criticising him. He's the one who decides.
What do you mean, then?
So what I'm saying is, there was a 3-minute window between 2-2 and 3-2. You're not going to bring Mo Salah on when Liverpool are in front. You're not. Because he's not got a great defending set pieces, and he's not going to run back for you.
Yeah, but there's more to the game than set pieces. Like, Mo Salah's now become a player who doesn't get in on the pitch now.
No, hang on.
It's ridiculous.
Liverpool have got major problems with set pieces. You've got to think what the manager's thinking on the side of the pitch. Am I going to bring a guy on who doesn't defend and is not going to help me on set pieces? Because
you see, that's another thing. He doesn't make any defending contributions. Look at players like Saka. Saka, unfortunately, I'm going to be biased. I mean, let's be realistic. But then Saka, he actually makes a defensive contribution majority of the time. Each time he goes, he will go to the back if he needs to, so that he can make sure that a ball doesn't concede, a ball doesn't go past the byline, well, the half line, my bad. And actually, someone makes a threat eventually to defend, because he was once a defender at one point. But that also gave him the knowledge to actually also learn, hey, I might be a winger, but I might need to go back in case I need some help. Absolutely. That's one flaw that I feel like Mo Salah has, and it's just something that it needs to be fixed. It's the one issue that will actually make him, for some reason, less expensive than he actually should. You know what I mean?
he's so small. Okay, so there's a 2-3 minute window where you could say he maybe should have brought him on there, but then Liverpool made it 3-2. By the way, by the player who's playing in his position, Szoboszlai. So then it goes 3-2, and Leeds don't score again to the last kick of the game.
You're talking
so
about
there's no way.
You're talking about Mo Salah like he's just any player. We're talking about one of the greatest players ever to grace the Premier League.
But people are criticising the manager for not.
But I'm not criticising. I'm not criticising the manager. I'm understanding the frustration of Mo Salah wanting to come on the pitch. I've said he's wrong. I said he's wrong for the way. I still think he's wrong for coming out and said that. So I agree with that point. But I also understand that the calibre of player he would want to play, he would be frustrated.
We've all got that frustration.
Correct.
But when we're looking at the manager and there's people out there, we should bring him on, without looking at the context. So West Ham,
you wrote in your column 2 weeks before, he's got a week, he's got the weekend to save his job. So you've had that opinion on the manager as well. Where are you going, Thierry?
I'm just massaging him.
So
it also comes to another thing, right? It also comes to how your club handles certain situations. If a situation like that, I can't imagine a situation like that to happen in Arsenal. That again comes back with everybody who's going to follow rules. Everybody is actually going to respect A, B, C, and D. This is a club. You have standards that you have to follow. But then if you are going to find yourself, you are a top player. Yes, you score goals. Yes, but you're going to find yourself in a situation where ironically, you're saying the club is throwing you under the bus. But in that interview, you kind of threw the club under the bus. Okay, but you know what? Overall, absolute disaster overall for the club and player. I feel like he could have done things very differently. I don't know what might be his future. Ladies and gentlemen, the horrible situation, everyone involved. I have been Cannula Tones. Please make sure to subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.
CPs to make everything complete as CTZ. Spell it out, CANULATONEZ. Shout it out, I'm an icon in the making. Better understand me now. Greatest of all time, GOAT. Going humble out the door on the floor. Revolution, I'm gonna execute ya. You know that I'm the future. Yeah, I'm the prince, the king, I'm everything. Give a salute. I don't mind being your tutor, and just to teach a few the things that made me me. I'm with Obama and Mandela. Yeah, I'm a legend.